All right, you guys, I got another one for you. Today we're going to be talking about the breaking news that came out today about Brittney Griner. She will be set free after a trade being done by President Joe Biden for Russia's merchant of death, Viktor Bout. Now, here's a clip from CNN that was posted on worldstarhiphop.com. Let's hear what they have to say about this. If you just now reaching my channel, please give this video a like, just share this and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Help me reach my goal of 500 subscribers. Let's keep this thing going. And to all the new subscribers who subbed to my channel yesterday, the day before, and so on, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's keep this going. This is fair use. Let's go.
Is free. The WNBA star, who has been detained in Russia since February, has been released in a prisoner swap with arms dealer Viktor Bout. She is now in U.S. custody. Our team of reporters and analysts standing by. We want to start now with Kylie Atwood at the State Department. Kylie, hello, welcome to you. What do we know at this point?
Yeah, well, we've just learned from a U.S. official, as you said, Brittney Griner, after about 10 months of being in Russian prison, is now free. She is in the custody of U.S. officials. We're expecting to hear from President Biden today, according to that U.S. official. And a source familiar tells us that this was a prisoner swap. It was for Brittney Griner for Viktor Bout. And just to remind folks who Viktor Bout is, he is an infamous arms trafficker. He has.
Okay, hold up. Infamous arms dealer named Merchant of Death. Former Soviet Union military translator. Clients included warlords, rogue states in Africa, Asia, South America, caught in elaborate 2008 DEA sting in Thailand. Convicted of terrorism charges, sentenced to 25 years. Wow, man. This was a god-awful trade.
As he is serving a 25-year prison sentence here in the United States, and he is someone that the Russians have been wanting for a while. Now, of course, Griner is a very famous basketball star, and there has been an immense amount of public pressure on the Biden administration to secure her release. But, guys, notably this morning, we're not hearing that there is any news on Paul Whelan. And Paul Whelan is another American who has been wrongfully detained in Russia since 2018, going on 4 years in Russian prison.
Now, I've heard about that guy. Now, I don't understand. If they can bring Brittney Griner home, why can't they bring this guy home, too? But I also wanted to, I've got an article from the New York Times. Okay, let's watch this here from our good old President Joe.
Standing together with her wife Sherelle in the Oval Office, I spoke with Brittney Griner. She's safe. She's on a plane. She's on her way home. After months of being unjustly detained in Russia, held under intolerable circumstances. Brittney will soon be back.
Hey, she was not unjustly detained. They didn't stop telling that lie.
In the arms of her loved ones, and she should have been there all along. This is a day we've worked toward for a long time. We never stopped pushing for her release. It took painstaking and intense negotiations, and I want to thank all the hard-working public servants across my administration who worked tirelessly to secure her release. I'm glad to be able to say that Brittney's in good spirits. She's relieved to finally be heading home, and the fact remains that she's lost months of her life, experienced the needless trauma, and she deserves space, privacy, and time with her loved ones to recover and heal. We never forgot about Brittney. We've not forgotten about Paul Whelan, who's been unjustly detained in Russia for years. This was not a choice of which American to bring home. We brought home Trevor Reed when we had a chance early this year. Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittney's. And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up. We will never give up.
Today my family is whole, but as you all are aware, there's so many other families who are not whole. And so BG's not here to say this, but I will gladly speak on her behalf and say that BG and I will remain committed to the work of getting every American home, including Paul, whose family is in our hearts today. As we celebrate BG being home, we do understand that there are still people out here who are enduring what I endured the last 9 months of missing tremendously their loved ones. So thank you everybody for your support. And today it's just a happy day for me and my family. So I'm going to smile right now.
Outside, Houston listed a former address for Brittney Griner from the day she played high school basketball. A sign suggested the long-endured public difficulties her family and those who knew her faced. No media, no trespassing, just pray thanks. I'm sure glad she's out, said Mike Taylor, 51, who went to the same high school, but I did not know Miss Griner. This video shows a moment where Brittney Griner and Viktor Bout of Russia were swapped in a prisoner exchange at Al-Bateen Executive Airport in Abu Dhabi Thursday, or Dhabi, excuse me. Oh, wow. All right, y'all. See, what drives me crazy about this is the fact that we literally swapped a Russian, I guess you want to call him a spy, whatever, something. I don't know what the technical term for Viktor Bout's occupation is, but a lot of people are seeing how bad of a trade this is, even though at the same time, it does not necessarily mean that, people wanted Brittney Griner to necessarily stay over there. I personally didn't want her just to stay over there, but she did break the law over there, and yeah, she should pay the price for that, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's like people here in America are looking at this. It's like, okay, if you're able to get her home by trading for this Viktor Bout guy, what's it going to take to get the other Americans that are stuck over there home? Because now with this particular trade, it's made America look very weak across the globe, right? Again, I'm glad Brittney Griner's back home, but at the same time, this is going to cost America in the long run. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I gotta call a spade a spade. This is exactly what it is. Later on down the line, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I think this is gonna come back and bite America in the ass. If you ask me, I don't see much good coming from this because this is Russia we're talking about, a country we could have almost really had peace with, but good old Joe Biden, who I've told y'all about in the past, and how he barely notices that he's even president half the time. This is just not a good look. I gotta call it for what it is. It's just not a good look, y'all. I'm sure Brittney Griner, her wife's definitely happy about her being home. But I think we possibly made one of the worst trades in American history by getting this woman home. I mean, I guess Russia was really trying to play hardball with Joe Biden. It's like, yo, we want this Viktor Bout guy and nothing else. And good old Joe buckled. Look where we are now. Now, if I see any more updates about this, I'll definitely I'll definitely cover it without question. But let me know what you guys think about this. What are your thoughts on the trade to get Brittney Griner back to the United States of America? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with that? Do you agree with my stance on it? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Help me get to 500 subscribers. I would really appreciate that. Let's keep this train going, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.